Oh, you went safe. Okay.
You thought I was
can't
gonna say
argue LeBron. 1 and 2.
You thought I was going to say LeBron James.
My top 3 is LeBron's first, then Michael Jordan, then Kareem. So, look, we can get into that argument too, but first let me explain my Kobe haterism, which is a lie.
Thing. Yeah, finish the Kobe
thing.
Okay,
I give it to you like this. I worked at ESPN. We were doing radio. I was there during the Lakers' dark days. I'm talking about Kobe Achilles. I'm talking about Kobe's shoulder. I'm talking about Kobe with not that many good teammates. I'm talking about bad Laker teams. They win like 30-some games a couple times? Like really bad. So, you know me, I'm going to tell the truth regardless. Now, I'm working on a Laker station. So they feeding us Laker information for 4 hours. We just got to talk Lakers. Max Kellerman and I. And Max loved the Lakers because he's a New Yorker and then the Knicks. And he was like, well, I'm going to adopt the Lakers because that's just the same level. Me, I'm a Clippers fan, and I'm sitting there like, one, I love the Clippers, and 2, the Lakers are sorry? Oh, I'm going in. So I used to go in, but I would never lie. I just was saying something that nobody else was saying. I was just covering the team like I wasn't getting paid to cover them like the station was. Lakers sponsor the show. So I'm like, well, sorry, money wasted. I'm about to tell y'all suck. And so they did. It wasn't bad. So here's the best part. So Kobe used to come on all the time because we had the Lakers. So they would give us all the players. And when we have Kobe, we have these long 2-hour interviews with Kobe Bryant. And then Kobe and I were friendly, cool. And then it's so funny. Kobe used to always tell me, he's like, Wiley, I like you a lot. You know why? Because you the only one that tell me how I really play. You the only one that would say, hey, my shit do stink too. So here's the funniest thing. He knew when he wasn't doing well, and he would laugh at everyone else who was still kissing his butt, even though he knew he wasn't doing well. Kobe was too real for even the fakers. So when people used to give him all that love and stuff, he was like, man, I wasn't even that good. So Kobe and I used to laugh at it. Max and him were really cool. Like, they used to text each other and talk to each other all the time. But I wasn't a Kobe hater. I just wasn't a Kobe glower like everyone else when Kobe wasn't glowing. And then he even liked it. So if he was cool with it, I don't give a damn what a fan says. Forget those comments, Charles. Don't be coming at me like that.
Okay. So I didn't know you knew Kobe to that level.
Yeah.
Do you have any interest? Because Kobe was one of the only 2 people I ever wanted to meet. Kobe was one of them. And when he passed away, I was like, well, ain't nobody else I'm going to meet then. I mean, Kobe's gone. So I was like, do you have any, first of all, what was Kobe Bryant like in person? And do you have any interesting Kobe stories you could share?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think a lot of people were able to see Kobe evolve in terms of what type of person he was. I met Kobe when he was a rookie. And he was in LA. I remember meeting him at Cedric Ceballos' big mansion party, right? Now I'm talking about mid-90s, late 90s. Cedric Ceballos used to throw the biggest, baddest, look like Death Row Records parties. Like, it just was massive. You had to take a shuttle and then take a flight and then another shuttle just to get into the damn front door, right? It was just silly. And so I'm there and I'm in the league. I think this is like his first, second year. And I'm in the league and then it's Kobe Bryant. So we getting introduced. I'm LA local. He played for the Lakers. He big time. I made it. So we all just chilling. And I remember Kobe wasn't feeling that party. Like, Kobe was in a whole different world in terms of looking around. Like, it just looked like rapper video one-on-one, right? And I knew Kobe wasn't feeling that. So Kobe had a little more sophistication to his style than what we were doing. We were just acting up donkeys. And so I remember Kobe said, yeah, I don't know how many more of these parties I'm gonna hit. I was like, yep, I ain't see Kobe on the circuit no more. No more. He went to Orange County and did his dizzle. So I was laughing at that. Who was Kobe? He evolved. Then he got from there, the Colorado scandal and all of that. He got dark. You know, he had to go into Black Mamba mode. And he got that name, actually. I don't know if he knew it, but it came from DeAnthony Thomas, a local legend out here, went to Crenshaw High School, who Snoop Dogg called Black Mamba. Then all of a sudden, Kobe takes it, and Big Bank takes Little Bank. Big Name takes Little Name. So DeAnthony Thomas, who ended up going to Oregon and played in the NFL, kind of lost his nickname to Kobe Bryant. You fast forward, so it's Black Mamba now. It's Dark Mamba, everything maniacal, right? And you're looking at Kobe like, I never was fooled. Even though I knew it was driving him, I was like, Kobe a good dude. Kobe came out here with an afro, dating Brandy, eating McDonald's. I was like, Kobe ain't no damn killer. You know what I'm saying? But take the killer mantra, take the killer persona. And he ran with it, right? My teammates on the sidelines smiling. What they smiling about? We only tied in this game. You know, he used to do all that stuff, and I used to laugh. And then he turned the corner again. Have you noticed this? When he was retiring, and at the end, girl dad, right? And
yeah, he became so friendly. You're right.
You know why he became so friendly? Because he finally let go of that fake persona that he didn't want to wear, but he had to protect himself after Colorado. He had, look, whatever happened there, and I got stories about that, but whatever happened there, it went at his reputation, right? And so to just protect himself, he put his armor on. And that wasn't who Kobe really was, to the point that when it was over, Kobe, the real Kobe, came out. Girl dad, the real Kobe came out. Nice to the fans. I saw Kobe at games. I was like, what you doing? He's signing shoes that fans were handing to him when he was on the sideline hurt or not in the game. Kobe would have never did that back in the Black Mamba days. So in terms of off the court, look, he was a superstar. It was crazy. Like, it's weird when you hanging with him, you ain't really hanging with him. You hanging with him, and everybody that notices that's Kobe, which is like thousands of people. He gets mobbed everywhere he goes. It was crazy. But he was a real sincere, genuine, sophisticated, intelligent dude. Like direct, really like well-rounded. Like I think a lot of people got to see that, but what got mixed up in the signal was that Black Mamba time where he just locked in like that pit bull. But then he became soft-hearted, lighthearted, right? So the guy who wrote books and children's books and the guy who knew all those languages and the guy who was just like chill. Every time we hung, every time we got to connect, man, it was just like you were really with a well-oiled, mature machine who just loved life and didn't like BS. That's why I wasn't a Kobe hater, because he knew I wasn't BSing.
Wow. That's a beautiful story. I got to ask, just before we leave this topic, when it got bad between Shaq and Kobe and they ultimately decided to go their separate ways and Kobe said, no, I want to run the team. Shaq has always said that it was all calculated. They were really friendly. They were just pushing his buttons on the basketball court. It was never like that. I've heard other people say, no, these two gentlemen had some issues. How was it towards the end of Shaq and Kobe's run in LA, if you know anything about it during that period, if you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, the toughest thing about it was there was enough room in that room for them both to coexist. They won back-to-back championships. And it's funny you bring all this up, all this Laker talk. I was just at the Lakers practice facility on Saturday. We took our team. So my team, I coached basketball along with Jesse Buss. Who is Jesse Buss? One of the Lakers owners. So his son, Jaden, my son, MJ, they're kind of like our 1-2 punch on our basketball team that hasn't lost a game in 3 years. Let me stop. Wow. All right, so we're doing pretty well so far, so good. Let me stop. So we always take the kids up to the facility. They're amazed when they see LeBron's shoes and AD shoes and just playing around. But when you're there, you're just flooded with all the Kobe images, Shaquille O'Neal images, and all the other greats. They could have existed under the Lakers brand and continued to rip off championship after championship. But what started to happen was we are before social media in terms of attention is currency. Like you could be famous in LA and got $5 to your name, but guess what? That feels like you got high value. So they start playing the fame game on Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal. Basically, whose team is it? And it was weird because, well, obviously, wasn't it Shaq's team? He's the most dominant force. He's the finals MVP.
He's older.
He's the guy. Yeah, right. But then Kobe's drafted to this team where he's traded to this team. And Kobe's like, okay, can I get mine? Can y'all say my name first, not just Shaq and Kobe? Can you say Kobe and Shaq? No? Okay. Well, can it be, well, I'm on the same level because you see me coming. And it was always perceived in attention that it was Shaq and then Kobe.
Right.
Well, imagine if you're, as you would say, Charles, the number 3 player of all time. You didn't say Shaq was top 3. You said Kobe. So imagine that dude is sitting there looking like, everybody keep talking about this dude. He good. He great. But he ain't working like me. He probably ain't better than me if y'all let me shine. And that's what happened. Kobe, the drive of Kobe and the fact that Shaq could casually go out there and still own the court was just too much, man. It was oil and water. It was 2 different styles that weren't going to complement each other off the court more than it did on the court. So it came to a head. A lot of beefs. That's why every rap group breaks up. Who getting the most shine? It's the same stuff. And Shaq got way too much more shine, way more shine than Kobe.